Hi dear teacher, hi everybody who's watching this video. My name is Daniela Paz, and in this occasion I'm going to talk about teenage matters, okay? Well, before to start the class, I would like to say these questions and you have to answer, okay? For practicing listening and speaking, for improving these skills, okay? Okay. What real-life problematic situations have you been through? As you know, teenagers face many situations, for example, bullying, uh, critics of people, mental problems, because they are sensitive. And yeah, sometimes they don't like talk about that, but they need help, they need attention, okay? Have you ever been a victim of bullying? In my case, yes. When I was in high school, my classmates used to do bullying by myself about my body. They used to tell me some words that really hurt me about my aspect, my face, my body. And yeah, I I say that teenagers are sensitive. Everything affects us, and we turn shy persons and suffer, but don't share with nobody. Okay, are you currently under pressure at school? In my case, yeah, I used to be under pressure in high school, a lot of homeworks and something like that, but it's a good idea to organize your time and try to do your best always. Well, next, in grammar, we are going to study about first, second, and third conditional, okay? In first conditional, we use if, present, and the next clause, will, okay? For example, if you play with that rabbit, you will regret it. In the second conditional, we use if plus past tense and would. If I were you, I wouldn't touch that rabbit. And in third conditional, we use if, past perfect, and would have, and verb in participle form. Okay, just look at the example. If you had listened to me, that rabbit wouldn't have bitten you. Okay, now we are going to watch a video about these conditionals, okay? Just give me a second.
Hey, how's it going? Philip here, and if you're watching this video, you've probably got an English exam next week, am I right? Or maybe tomorrow? If it's tomorrow, you need to pull your socks up. So, let's get started. That's better. Pues yo soy un experto en este tema porque yo vivo con Isabel y me pone muchas condiciones, reglas, le gusta darme consejos y echarme la bronca. Así que yo escucho todos los días estas estructuras gramaticales. Hello. Are you alright?
Right. I've told you 1,000 times, Philip. If you leave the toothpaste open, it gets dry.
It's true, yeah, that's a zero conditional. That's what we're doing today.
What zero conditional? What are you talking about? I cannot brush my teeth now, so how are you going to sort this out?
Ok, empezamos con la condicional más fácil. The zero conditional. ¿Cuándo se usa, Isabel?
Se usa para hablar de verdades universales. Es decir, de hechos que siempre ocurren cuando se da una condición. Por ejemplo, si no lavas tus calcetines, huelen mal.
If you don't wash your socks, they smell bad. ¿Y cómo se forma el zero conditional? Pues en la oración condicional usamos el present simple y en la oración resultante también usamos el present simple. Simple, isn't it? Easy peasy. También con el zero conditional podemos empezar las frases con when. Entonces podría decir también, when you don't wash your socks, they smell bad. Y con todas las condicionales podemos dar la vuelta a las oraciones. Puedes empezar con la oración resultante y en este caso no ponemos una coma.
También es muy común utilizarlo para dar instrucciones u órdenes. Por ejemplo, Philip, si llama a tu madre, dile que quiero hablar con ella.
If your mother calls, tell her I want to speak to her. And now the first conditional. When do we use it, Isabel?
Pues se usa para hablar de situaciones probables, reales, en el futuro. Si no limpias la casa, dormirás en el sofá.
If you don't clean the house, you'll sleep on the sofa. Como puedes ver, esta condicional se forma con el present simple y will o won't. Y por supuesto, siempre intentamos usar las contracciones. I'll, you'll, we'll, they'll, he'll, she'll, it'll. Otro ejemplo sería, if I sleep on the sofa, I won't sleep well. And now the second conditional. When do we use it?
Pues lo usamos también para hablar del futuro, como con el first conditional, pero en este caso la condición es hipotética, es decir, es muy poco probable que ocurra. Por ejemplo, si ganara la lotería, me mudaría a Japón.
If I won the lottery, I'd move to Japan. Aquí estamos usando the past simple y would.
También se usa para hablar de situaciones en el presente que no se pueden dar porque son imposibles. Por ejemplo, si él fuera más alto, llevaría tacones.
En inglés, ¿cómo lo dirías? Cuidado. If he were taller, I'd wear high heels. It's the subjunctive. En español no dirías si él era más alto, pues tampoco en inglés dirías if he was. Se dice if he were taller. Y se usa were para todas las personas del singular y plural. If I were, if you were, if she were, if he were, if we were, if they were, if it were. So remember, if you're using a second conditional, use were.
Y mi favorita, para dar consejos. Si yo fuera tú, viajaría a Inglaterra más a menudo. ¿No ves que tu madre te echa de menos?
If I were you, I'd travel to England more often. Ok, ahora las cosas se complican un poquito. The third conditional. ¿Cuándo lo usas, Isabel?
Este es mi favorito porque es el que utilizo para echarle la bronca a Philip. Y es que el third conditional se usa para hablar de una situación imaginaria en el pasado. Philip, si no hubieses estado mirando tu móvil, no habrías quemado mis tostadas.
If you hadn't been looking at your phone, you wouldn't have burnt my toast. Listen to the pronunciation. If you hadn't. If you hadn't, you wouldn't have. You wouldn't have burnt my toast. ¿Puedes repetir esta frase con las contracciones sin leerlo? No tan fácil, ¿eh? ¿Y cómo se forma la tercera condicional? Pues con the past perfect en la oración condicional y would have plus past participle en la oración resultante.
También es el condicional que se usa para hablar de arrepentimiento. Por ejemplo, si no te hubiera dejado a cargo del desayuno, no habrías quemado mis tostadas.
En inglés, ¿cómo lo dirías? If I hadn't left you in charge of breakfast, you wouldn't have burnt my toast, and we would have had some breakfast. Para mí esta es la condicional inútil y nunca lo uso porque no puedes cambiar el pasado, así que forget about it. If I had remembered to put the lid on the toothpaste, it wouldn't have got dry. Okay students, that's everything for today. Thank you very much for watching. Now before you go, I highly recommend you check out our blog post on conditionals because there we have some interactive exercises where you can practice your conditionals even more. As with anything in English, the key is practice. So make sure you check it out, the link is in the description. And for all you super motivated students, a little secret, we are preparing a new course and it's a grammar course which will be available at Amigos Ingleses Academy. We're not sure when it's going to be ready yet, but if you want more information, just make sure you're signed up to.
Okay, as you know, the first conditional is used to talk about what you will normally do in real life situations, okay? Is forms of a if plus subject plus in simple present, and the result clause is structured with subject, will or want plus verb. If you, for example, if you give her a second chance, she will be happy. Okay? And second conditional, use it to talk about what you would generally do in imaginary or hypothetical situations, okay? If clause condition is structured by if plus subject plus simple past. And the result clause subject plus would or wouldn't plus verb. If you were, remember we use simple past, they would be. Remember, in the second conditional, we use were for all the pronouns in second conditional, okay? All the pronouns use were. You can't write she was, if she was, no. If she were, if I were, okay? Well, now we are going to complete this exercise, okay? Complete next piece of advice by circling the correct option. Well, we are going to underline the right question, the right option, okay? If you stop homework procrastination, you will learn and succeed. It's will because it refers to first conditional, okay? Because it is in present. B, if I were you, were is in second conditional, I would. I would, because it refers to second conditional. I would use reconciliation strategies for conflict resolution. 3, we would, won't, or wouldn't have so many bullying incidents if people were more tolerant. Look at, If people were, it's second conditional. In second conditional, we use would. Okay. The next one. If teens feel rejected, they will, would do anything for identify search. Feel is in present. Okay, so comes will because it's first conditional. The next one. If teens related their own skills with their fields of interest, they won't or wouldn't know what to study. If teens related, this is first or second conditional? It's first. It's second, sorry. Related is in base. The next one. If teenagers have good self-esteem, they would accept and value their body image. Which conditional is using here? Look, have is present, so it refers to first conditional, comes will. Okay. The next, third conditional. Third conditional is used to talk about possible or hypothetical situations in the past that wouldn't have happened if given circumstances have been different. Okay, remember past can't be changed, okay? We need to focus in present, yeah? This conditional is the less used because people say past can be changed, okay? Well, the structure is if clause. We use if plus subject plus past perfect. Past perfect includes had and verbs in participle form, okay? And the result clause is formed by subject plus would and present perfect. Would have and the verb in participle form, okay? Look at these examples. If Ian had learned to plan his routine, he wouldn't have done wrong at school. If they had realized Ian was facing the situation, they would have helped him. Okay, look, in the if clause we use if and past perfect, had and verb in participle form, okay? And in result clause, we use the subject, would or wouldn't, and present perfect that contains have and verb in participle form. Now we are going to complete these examples. We need to write these letters according to these sentences, okay? We need to join the sentences to create the third conditional, okay? Well, A, if Ian hadn't procrastinated when it came to school homework, he'd have done well at the school. B, if Ian had received support in his elementary school, he'd have improved his grades, he'd have learned to manage his time better, he wouldn't have had problems with the time management. I think that becomes number 3. If Ian had been conscious about the things that distracted him from his school, that is, he'd have improved his grades, he'd have learned to manage his time better. I think that letter C comes to the number 2. And the last one, If Ian's parents have helped him to plan his daily routine, he'd have improved his grades. Okay. As you know, we learned first, second, and third conditional. I hope you really understand it. And the key for learning English is practice, practice more and more and more, okay? You need to read, writing, listening, and speaking about these conditionals, okay, for using well in a conversation. This is all. Thank you very much.